I've always been fascinated with the nature-nurture issue in behavior. Even from my childhood, I can remember being fascinated with the question about whether or not our genes or our environment were more important in shaping our behaviors. So this has always been a question of interest to me, and it turns out that the study of twins is one of the best ways to try to answer the question about gene-environment influences in behavior. The way that twin studies work essentially is that we compare the similarity of the two twins to one another, and we basically look at two different kinds of twins. The identical twins, who are genetically identical, we call them monozygotic twins because they came from a single fertilized egg that split into two individuals during development. And we compare these kinds of twins to fraternal twins or dizygotic twins, who are basically twins that came from two separate fertilized eggs. And so they share about half of their genes on average. So if we see increased similarity in the monozygotic twins compared to the dizygotic twins, that would be suggestive of genetic influences in the behavior or the trait that you're looking at. There have been quite a few studies of identical twins who've been separated at birth. And in some ways, that's in fact one of the most powerful kinds of designs for looking at genetic influences in human behavior. But it turns out that identical twins reared apart are actually fairly rare these days. So that's not, these kinds of studies don't happen as frequently as they used to. But it turns out, in fact, we don't need to have twins who are raised apart. This comparison of the twins, of the two kinds, the identical and fraternal twins, turns out to be enough information to get a handle on how genes and environment influence behavior.